Hey, what's up? It's Dr. Memo from drmemogamboa.com coming at you for this Sunday marketing jam session or marketing strategy day or marketing solution day. Hello, Facebook. So I have my webinar registrants and I have my Facebook Live here. My camera for webinars is like super zoomed in. I have to keep it all the way over there, and my Facebook is right here. So anyway, I'll be looking at both, right? And today we're going to go over training I went through with Kate McShay. That Kate McShay gave to the Elite Marketing Pro community, and it's called How to Create a Thriving Social Media Posting Plan for Maximum Profitability. So again, this is just about me sharing notes. So I have notes here that I took on that training, and I'm going to go through most of them, okay? There's a lot of notes. It was almost a 3-hour training. The last like half hour to 40 minutes was questions answered, and what I did was, as far as the training, I'm just going to go through the training. And I listened to her questions, but I didn't make that part of this training. Anyway, if you don't know who I am, my name is Dr. Memo. Well, my name is Guillermo Gamboa. I'm a doctor of optometry. That's eyeglasses, for those of you who don't know. And by day, that's what I do. By night, I am a network marketer and affiliate marketer. But most importantly, I am a father and a husband. And, trying to create that second stream of income. If you're like me, I did everything what I thought was right? I went to school, did all that, and before I knew it, I was like still am, and it still keeps me up awake at night, $300,000 in debt, right, from school and having a house and just doing what you thought you were supposed to be doing. So that's when I discovered home business, and here I am. If you want to know more about my story, you can go to drmemogamboa.com. But anyway, I want to dive into the content. Okay, I don't want to waste anybody's time, whether you're live or looking at this on the webinar. If you're getting this on the webinar, I appreciate you. You'll be getting stuff from me because you're on my list all the time, and special bonuses and things like that. As far as Facebook Live, if you're getting value from this, please share it, all right? And comment below. And if you want more access to Elite Marketing Pro, let me know. They do some amazing stuff for the community, all right? So here we go. How to create a thriving social media posting plan for maximum profitability. So she went over a couple things. She went her top 10 performing posts, okay? This again by Kate McShay. When and what to post consistently. And if you talk Spanish, I'm going to do Spanish stuff on Monday. That's my new thing. Monday night, vamos a hacerlo en español. Okay, so lunes en la noche, vamos a hacerlo en español, okay? Easy way to recycle, reuse, and produce bigger and for better results, okay? And one post to create 5 different high impact pieces of content, let's see. And then she went over some automation, right? So semi-automation. Nothing is completely automated. That's a false statement. Anyway, so why social media? Why should we be on social media? Why should we do social media? And she says how she confesses like she didn't even want to get on social media. And that like somebody created her first Facebook account. I think her husband created her second Facebook account. She did not want to be on social media. And but the truth is, it's got great reach and great impact potential, right? So there are 2.3 billion active users on social media total, right? Facebook alone has 1.7 billion, right? So this training is from a few weeks ago, so it's probably, I think it's more now, right? Because I saw them making a big deal about where Facebook got. So Facebook Messenger and WhatsApp handle 60 billion messages a day. Okay, 60 billion messages a day through Facebook Messenger and WhatsApp, right? Facebook adds 500,000 new users every day. That's 6 new profiles a second. So if you're not using social media for business, you're really kind of missing out, okay? So if you're if you're into, how do I say it? I don't want to say old-fashioned network marketing because it's not old-fashioned, it still works. But if you're into the old school ways only, and you don't want to jump on social media or do things online, I want you to think about the fact that on social media, with one post, you have potential to reach hundreds, thousands of people, where that would take you forever, to do it by going out and prospecting, right? So, and then she said, she wanted to challenge you, said, which one are you? What is social media for you? Is it a gold mine? You're getting leads, you're making profit. That's great. Is it a time suck? In other words, you're doing a lot of stuff on social media, but you're not getting a return on your investment, right? You're not like seeing the gains. And why is that? Maybe you have a following. Number 3, highly engaged following that doesn't pay the bills. In other words, they're not getting any sales or anything. So she uses basically a 3-step thing to massive growth on social media. Okay, so and the first step is number 1. You want to write this down. Okay, I don't have the slides because they're her slides, and I don't want to do that. And I didn't make my own slides. I just rather regurgitate notes to you. I do talk fast, so stop and rewind when I put this up on YouTube. If you're seeing this live on Facebook, then you have to find the video on Facebook. All right. 3 steps to massive growth on social media. 1, grow. And then engage, right? And then promote. And she's talking about your audience, right? So you want to grow your audience, engage that audience, and then promote to that audience. And then you come back around and you grow it, engage, and promote. Grow, engage, promote. And it's just not a vicious circle, an awesome circle of doing that, okay? This training is probably going to be a little more than a half hour. I know they're usually only a half hour. So now the problem with social media and people who get on social media is they start out wrong, right? And you may fall into this category, and it's okay. Tomorrow's another day. In fact, 10 minutes from now is another time, right? So, by the way, I'm home. So you may hear dogs, trucks, planes, trains, planes, and automobiles, kids especially, come and knock on the door, interrupt me, whatever. Okay, so if you're not a family person and you don't like kids and dogs and stuff, you're on the wrong video. Just sorry, But let's see. Most people start with the problem is most people start with promotion. Sorry, let me click over here. Most people start with promotion instead of actually starting with what they're supposed to start with, which is growing, right? So right away they jump on social media. When they just joined, let's see, a new health and wellness business. They jump on social media. I just discovered this awesome product that's going to help me lose weight. You should buy some, and it's blah, blah, blah company, right? And unfortunately, that's like white noise, Yes, you're going to get some reactions in the beginning. You're going to get some people buying in the beginning, but continued success that way is difficult, right? So, all right. And the reason that people do that is because they lead with the wallet, all right? People are on social media. You have to remember, people are on social media to be social, not to be sold to. Yes, you can sell things on social media, but that's not why people go there. So there's a method, right? There's a method to try to have people maybe buy your products, right? Think of it more of like a social function, right? Where you may recommend something. Maybe you're at some sort of brunch with some people, and you can recommend a restaurant. You would recommend your product, right? One of the things that they always say, they being other mentors I listen to, is you wouldn't like say, hey, buy my thing, like at a party. Like if you say, hey, what's up? Hey, nice to meet you. Hi, would you want to buy my product? You wouldn't say that like if you were at like a friend's party. So be human. Talk to people on social media how you would if they were in front of you. So let's see. She said she did recommend that you pick one hub. So some people talk about Instagram being awesome. Some people talk about Twitter being the best thing ever. Other people, Facebook, Snapchat, Pinterest, YouTube, some of these are search traffic sites. YouTube and Pinterest are search traffic sites, but people think of them as social media. But the basic thing is you want to pick one hub, she says. Let that be your focal point and really get into that and try to master it and just keep working at it until you have your audience and your tribe, and then move on to the next one. All right. And I made that mistake. I'm on every platform. I barely go on Snapchat. On Instagram, I was trying to do it. I do Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter are my main 3. And I was trying to do it, and I use it more just to put photos, mostly about lifestyle and my personal life. I may do some lives on there coming up. But my point is, I've been concentrating more on Facebook, and the return on that has been better, for me. Okay, it might be different for you. So the other debate always has been, where is it better to do your business, right? Is it better to do it on your personal profile on Facebook? So she's talking mostly Facebook because that's her expertise. Is it better to do it on your personal profile, or is it better to do it on your fan page / business page? By the way, a fan page and a business page on Facebook are the same thing. If you don't know how to create one, I can help you with it, but honestly, you just look it up on YouTube. All right. Anyway, let me not go off on that tangent. So she gave some pros and cons of each thing. So these are the, I wrote really small, I don't know why, but she gave some pros about being on using your personal profile. So these are the pros of using your personal profile. Okay, it shows that you're committed to whatever it is you're doing if you don't quit, right? Because, and what she means by that is, how many of you are in a different company than you were 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, or 1 year ago, 6 months ago? You know, and the thing is, like, you could be talking like, I got this great thing, it's the best product ever, and then 6 months from now, you're like, I got this new thing, it's the best product ever, and it's completely different, you know? So people are just like, you know, they're like, what? So that's one thing. So, but you just show that you're committed, you know, which is a good thing. It's a great way to build up your network, which is what I do. I try to connect with anybody in the internet marketing space, at least 5 people a day. I recommend 10. I'll friend request more than 10, but not everybody responds, right? And try to write a message and whatnot. So try to connect with some people. Try to build your network, whatever that is. You can make sales through some private messaging, right? So you private message people and say you want this product, blah, blah. You can make some sales through your profile. This is your personal profile pros again. It's a great way to share your life, right? So I do that a lot. I'm always posting pictures of my family and stuff. It's free strategy, sort of, she said, right? Because, and we'll get to that. Why is it sort of free, you know? And then you can quickly market and share your business with people who know, like, and trust you. So people who are your friends, like, that's the one good thing about your personal profile. They already know, like, and trust you. And that is like the biggest factor to being successful, is the know, like, and trust factor, right? So if you can get people to know, like, and trust you, they will, hi, Melly, they will, they'll trust to buy from you, right? So that's the thing about your personal profile, is they already kind of know, like, and trust you, most of them on there, right? You can build, and the other thing that's been really powerful is you can build community through Facebook groups. And I'm going to do a training on that from John and Nadia Melton, probably next week, I think. We'll see. We'll see which one I want to do. I don't know. All right. Let's see. That's really powerful, the Facebook group thing. Anyway, we got some cons. All right. So using your personal profile, the cons of using your personal profile. Okay. Your limit is I wrote 500, but your limit is 5,000 friends, right? So if you're wondering why nobody else is just, becoming your friend, it's because you got 5,000, and that's the limit. So, you might want to get rid of some of the people you don't know or something. I don't know. The other thing is you can't advertise to them. And what does that mean? It means you can't scale your business, right? You just have to keep spitting out content and hoping people respond. So it's not scalable. Let's see. You do have to do so you have to do the networking constantly. You have to constantly be putting stuff out there. I could, on my page, I run an ad and it's running in the background all the time. So the other thing, Facebook doesn't belong to you, so they can shut you down if you start doing things kind of like spammy and they don't like the way you're doing them, or somebody complains. Facebook can and will shut you down. All right, drink water. Sorry. Or is it? All right. It's also a time suck. I don't know about you, but I get sucked into the black hole that is Facebook a lot of times. I'm like, go there to like just, let me see how my ads are doing. Let me see if anybody's responded to this. Let me see if I got any new friend requests. And the next thing I know, I am watching videos on goats or something. Thanks, Bert Bledsoe. All right. Anyway, so that's it. This is a high-touch, free strategy, except you're spending what's most precious to you, and this is what you're talking about, your time. So when your time is the most valuable asset you have, right? If the time is most valuable asset you have, then and you're on Facebook, your personal profile, you get sucked into it. You're losing a lot of time. So that's the thing. So Facebook fan page pros. Okay, so this is the fan page now. So why should you have a fan page? And I'm sorry, I'll answer questions. I'm on a webinar, so besides Facebook Live, I'll answer maybe questions at the end if I can. Okay. Fan page pros. So the good thing about fan pages or business pages is you can get laser targeted ideal customers, right? So, and then you can market to your fan base and custom audiences, right? And you can create, there's a bunch of ways to create custom audiences now, and Facebook's always changing it. So you can custom audience the people who watch your video 10 seconds, who watch them 3 seconds, who watch it 75% of it. You can custom audience people who react to your stuff. So pretty cool, And let's see. So it's a great way to build relationships with fans. So if you got people who are curious about what you're doing, it's a great way to build relationships. And let's see, paid advertising equals faster results, right? So you can, if you learn the skills of paid advertising, which is what I'm learning from Elite Marketing Pro, you get faster results. So, if you want more info on that, you can let me know. But retargeting based on behaviors. In other words, you can remarket. This is kind of advanced, but you can remarket to those that don't buy initially. So in other words, I can run an ad. This is just layman's term. I can run an ad to people, right? And some of them are going to click on it, look at it. Facebook knows that. They don't buy, right? I can retarget them so that they see it again or see a different ad, maybe with a different message, and maybe they now buy, right? So it lets you build your long-term brand, which is my goal. I've only had this page for less than a year. I'm up to about 1,300 fans. I had another page that I was building with my nephew. That one has 4,800 fans, but my goal is to this is my page. This is the one I'm going to be building, So you can share your lifestyle on your Facebook page. I do that too. You can analyze your insights. So you get a lot of information from Facebook. It tells you when people are most likely to, what kind of stuff they like that you've been posting, It tells you what time they're on. In other words, what time's a good time for you to post something. You can analyze all that. So Facebook Lives create massive engagement, and that's true. But I'm going to be real honest. In the beginning, you get more engagement in your profile page than you do your business page. Okay, that's just the truth. I know if I were to go live on my profile page, I would have a lot more viewers, right? So let's see. You can promote your Facebook Live to get more fans and followers, which I will. Sorry about the noise. Like I said, I'm at home, So, okay. So Facebook page cons. Okay. There's a learning curve to it. There's stuff you got to learn to do. It is something that you can set up easily, but you might get freaked out the fact when you post something, and even though you got 100 fans, 2 people will see it. So. And there's it's a page strategy. Okay, so if you want to, really expose your fan page to people, you have to pay to play. All right, so you got to boost the posts, and you could get your ads account shut down if you don't follow Facebook's policies. Facebook is the owner of these accounts, the real owner, right? It's there. You don't own your Facebook. You don't own your ads account, okay? So her recommendation is why not use both? And that's I agree with that. Why not use both? And I'm going to start doing that a little better, both on my profile and this. Anywho, next page. All right. The thing you want to become is a data collector. That's what she recommended. Use both and become a data collector. Become an incredible value provider. So you want to figure out what your audience wants and give them that. Your job as a marketer, especially online, is to figure out what people need and fill the need, right? So you create rapport with people or whatever, and you fill the need, right? And what do they need? They might not want to join your company, right? They might not want your product, but maybe they're looking for something else. Maybe they're trying to figure out how to run a Facebook ad, and you know how to do that. So, all right. So here we go. Her top 10 engaging posts. This is the meat and potatoes of it, okay? That was just the beginning. That wasn't even the major content. So let me take a swig of water here. We've been going for 20 minutes or so. All right. Post number 1, questions, right? So she gave some examples, all right? So post a question to your audience, whether that's on your page or your profile. What do you think? This is the one question she wrote. What do you think is the number one reason for getting on, or number one reason people fear getting on camera? And she said that phrase, what do you think, and then whatever comes after it, is very powerful, not because of some magic linguistic thing, but what it does is people will answer you, people will answer you with what actually is their fear, right? Because, unless they're asking people, why are you afraid to get on camera? So people will come at you, they'll answer with their fear. But what you did by saying, what do you think is other people's reasons for being scared to be on camera, is what you did is gave them permission to share it with you, right? So you made it safe for them to comment. You made it a safe place, right? When you say, what do you think is the #1 reason people fear getting on camera? And then people give their reason, and they didn't interview anybody for that. They just give their reason why they're scared to be on camera. And you made it safe for them to do that. So it's powerful, and it's a way to build a relationship. So this is another example question. So you can write these down. What do you think is the #1 reason people fear getting on camera? You can use that. What's your favorite way to get info online? Video, audio, article, or other? Please tell me. And so again, you ask a question, people will start to answer, and you start, if people say they like audio more, you're going to start creating more audios, right? So that's what you want to do. So you're a data collector, you're collecting data. She likes this one too, but she wants you to keep this in your back pocket for when you really got that tribe going. How can I help you? Right? That's simple. Keep it in the back pocket for when you really are, you see that you have an audience and that people are responding to your stuff. And then let's see. Which training would help you more? Closing sales over the phone or closing sales through Facebook Messenger? And they answer the question, and what do? You create a training on how to, do some research and create a training and or a video on how to close sales over the phone if that's what they voted, So it's all about collecting data and then giving your audience what they want, right? It's not about what you want. I think that's the hardest thing, You want people to join your business. You want people to buy your product. Don't nobody care. You have to give to the audience what they want, right? And that's what I'm trying to do. Yes, I might not be the greatest at it, but I'm giving it a shot. And let's see. So then she wrote a couple of the simple ones, just curious, whatever, any question, right? If I showed you blah, 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 would you want to know? If I showed you how you can get leads online through Facebook Messenger, is that something you would like to know? Comment below, something like that. So, and then if you really want to spread the love, you boost it. You hit the little blue button on your, especially if you do this on your fan page. You can't do this on your personal profile, okay? But on your fan page, you can boost it and send it out to the masses. So, post #2. Okay, so that was questions. Post #1 is questions. Post #2, opinions. Okay, in your opinion, what makes someone successful with losing weight? So that's just an example. So in your opinion is the beginning. It's just like, what do you think? In your opinion, right? And again, it makes it a safe zone, right? So here's another one. Need your feedback. Which logo do you like best if you're creating a logo? But maybe you're like, which song do you like more? I don't know. Depends what your niche is, right? What flavor, just curious, what flavor do you like more? When you're buying a shake, what flavor do you like more? You like chocolate or you like vanilla? Let's see. Or maybe you like strawberry because you're weird. All right. Anyway. Let's see. Which one drives most people? Fear or vision? Ooh, yeah, that's deep. So, basically what you're trying to do is create engagement. You want your audience to engage. And again, you're collecting data and then you're going to give them something of value afterwards in a video, in an audio, in an article, something. Okay, that's attraction marketing. The thing about when you ask for opinions, be ready for people to give their opinion, and you may not agree with it, and you're not to argue with them. that's not the point. Okay, you're not to argue with them. All right, post #3, inspirational stuff. Okay. By the way, this is not in any order. This is just it's the order she gave, but it's not in any order. So inspiration, motivational images, quotes, etc. inspiring videos, inspiring articles. So everything, you know, can be from anywhere, but it's always better if it's from you. That's the only thing she pointed out about this, you know. So if you somehow can like put your branding on it, especially the videos, you know, obviously, like if you're sharing a motivational quote image, you know, you don't want to pretend like it's yours when it's not really, when it's really like Albert Einstein or something, you know. So, but the videos, you know, if you're giving like a motivational little speech, you know, it's best if the video is you, right? Les Brown is great, you know. Anthony Robbins is great, but even better if it's you. And you can say, you know, I heard this from Anthony Robbins, blah, 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 and kind of go from there, you know? So let's see, inspiring articles, you know, like from Success Magazine and other stuff. So, all right, so that's post number 3, inspirational. Okay, so that's pretty short, pretty self-explanatory there. Post number 4, vulnerability, you know, which I haven't really done. I really probably should as my audience grows. And, you know, vulnerability is something, you know, and she kind of pulled the audience during this training that people are scared. And I just heard a podcast on this too. You know, people are scared to give, you know, share like their real fears and vulnerabilities because, but in the end, those are the things that really grab an audience, you know, and, you know, because people are going through the same thing you are, believe it or not. I know you think your situation is unique, but it's probably not. So just keep that in mind, you know, and let me just kind of, you know, there's 3 things people want when it comes to connection. Okay, that's what you said. 1, vulnerability. 2, authenticity. 3, consistency. Okay, so people are hungry for this, for this stuff. You know, being human and opening up will drastically attach people to you. People see that they are not alone. You know, that's basically what she wrote. These are my little notes. The stuff you don't want to share is the stuff you need to share. All right. So if you're like feeling vulnerable because maybe your results aren't great, so what? You know, like share them, you know, and tell them you know, I'm here to go along the journey with you. Right. So people going through the same thing, people need the real you, you know, so you just will inspire more people that way. Right. So believe it or not, you know, like me, I'm not pretending to be an expert at anything. You know, that's why I'm regurgitating notes. You know, this is not my own course. I'm not a, you know, 6-figure earner, not even a 5-figure earner per month. I'm just someone who is trying to get there, right? And I'm doing it by hopefully helping other people. That's my goal. So the more people I help, eventually I'm, you know, gonna get there. That's my faith. That's what I believe. So anyway, so that's post number 4, vulnerability. Post number 5, straight talk or rant. You know, it's funny. I'm doing this tomorrow in Spanish. I'm like, how am I gonna say that in Spanish? But basically, you know, people like rant coming, they always give the warning, right? You see those? And tough love is okay when you have a relationship. You know, some people, you know, you see their rants and you're like, shut the hell up. But it can be inspiring too. Your rant should lead to a teachable moment, you know, not just some crazy rant, you know. It should be a teachable moment, not just point to the negatives, right? But something that you can pass on to your audience that they learn from, right? So yeah, straight talk or rant is number 5. Post number 6, fill in the blanks. I do see these a lot, you know. Freedom to me means, which is pretty, it's going to be July 4th here in the U.S., which is Independence Day in the U.S. So freedom to me means blank, right? The first thing to kick off my morning is blank. And this is all just, you're just creating whatever, you know. Blank inspires me. If I could have one superpower, it would be blank. She said, you know, you want to have some fun, you know. It doesn't always have to be all, you know, business. So number 6 is fill in the blanks. Oh, she had one more. The best thing I ever did in my life was blank. What is the best thing I ever did in my life? What do you think, Melba? Nah. All right. Let's see. Post number 7, okay? Lifestyle posts. You know, you want to sprinkle this in. It could be fun. It could be inspiring. You know, it could be simple. You know, it doesn't have to be you, like, climbing the mountains of Kilimanjaro or, you know, hanging out at the beach. It doesn't have to be, like, awe-inspiring, you know, as far as, like, the visuals. It just can be you walking with your kids. It can be you going to the movies with your wife because now you have time to do so, or having dinner with her, you know. All right, now post number 8, sneak peek or curiosity posts. So this is more like, let's say you're just trying, this is why I tell people you don't want to share like your, nothing is, all of this, you shouldn't be like sharing your link as far as your company link, right? 1, it can get you banned. 2, it just, Facebook doesn't like links on their stuff, like their basic posts. And 3, it's just not, people don't respond to it too well. But curiosity posts, like something like, I'm so grateful I found this this new program. I've lost 10 pounds in the last 30 days. That's curiosity post, right? Oh, what did you do? How did you do it? Blah, blah, blah. Or she said something like this, like, man, I can't believe I'm getting 10 leads a day, all from a simple ad that took me 5 minutes to put up. That's curiosity post, would you like me to show you how I did that? Or something like, if I did a training on how I'm getting 10 leads a day from a simple Facebook ad that I put up, would you like to know how I did it? If you do, comment below. So those are curiosity posts, but you're not giving away the whole farm, right? Okay. Let's see. Post number 9, announcement posts, right? Like a webinar announcement or a new project. Like a lot of people will say, I just started a new journey, a weight loss journey, and they announce it. Again, you're not sharing like the link or the company name. And the reason for that is because, besides the fact that, Facebook might not like your company link, but, you don't want the naysayers, or there's always going to be naysayers. Who cares about that? But people will, like, you might lose prospects because they're going to go look up your company. And some guy in his underwear in North Dakota said that, your company sucks. And, people can find the negative anywhere. And so you lose prospects that way, right? So, I mean, once in a while is okay. I do it once in a while, to start a new MLM. So I do it once in a while. And I understand you're excited, but just realize you want to do it, like follow the 80-20 rule, right? So announcement post, you can announce like you're doing a webinar. You can announce your new project, whatever you're announcing, but people announce about newborn babies and things like that. Those count too on your personal profile, right? Because you're going to get people to engage with you, right? So post number 10. All right. So this is it. This is 10. What's hot? So find out what's hot. Like right now, what's hot is live, Facebook Lives. And if you're not doing Facebook Lives, you're like missing out a little bit. They're still very hot. I don't think it's going away anytime soon. Live is everywhere now. It's on Instagram, right? And you can go live from Twitter now, which it's kind of weird. It's still Periscope, but it's Twitter. Twitter owns Periscope. But live is, people want to see live, and hopefully you're engaging, and whatnot. But you want to ride the wave. The faster you get on the wave, the better the result. If you're, let's see, because it's not about what you want; it's about what people want. So even she said, so first she didn't want to get on social media, right? She finally got on social media, and she got good at it, and then she didn't want to do live because she just thought, I'm not gonna do lives, And then she's gotten really good at it. This is Kate McShane talking about, and she says, whatever she doesn't want to do or fears most, she has learned to like tackle it head on, right? And I'm sure maybe you've seen that video by Will Smith. He's like, that the universe or God has put like the best things just on the other side of what you're scared of most, right? He was talking about going skydiving, with his friend, and he was scared all night. He was scared the night before, scared all night, scared in the plane, scared right before he jumps. And then once he jumped, when he actually was falling, he felt awesome and was not scared anymore. So the best things are in life are behind those things that have maximum fear. I think that's what he said. It's not a direct quote, but the point is, like, think about it. Just think about it for a moment. At any of those points, was there a reason to be scared? He wasn't on the plane yet. Even when he was up in the plane, he wasn't out of the airplane yet, but he was scared to jump, right? And then once he jumped, he felt awesome and didn't care anymore, which seems total, like, shouldn't you be freaking out when you jump out of the plane? So keep that in mind next time you're scared to do something, especially video. Video is very powerful. It helps create an engaging audience. And if you really want to maximize it, using the fan page is really awesome. I actually have gotten video views for less than a penny. Okay, and 0.004 cents. You know, so 0.4 of a cent, or something like that. So yeah, and you can hit thousands and thousands of people with the video. So keep that in mind. Let's see. Okay, so that was post number 10, what's hot, right? And she talked about live streaming. But so a couple more things, okay? So she just kind of mentioned you should get moving with those Facebook groups, right? And she didn't go over this because there's a lot of trainings. She said that I'm an Elite Marketing Pro VIP, so I can access those trainings. If that's something you want more information on, just let me know. You know, it's a Facebook group, and I have a Facebook group as well, but it's not a pitch fest. And you have to provide value to that group. Invite all your comments to join. You know, all your people who engage with you to join. Right? Let's see. What else should? You know, if you have a Facebook page, you want to go ahead and click the insights. It's a tab there on top of your page, and look at the times that people are on. You know, for your page. And then she kind of like went over when to promote. Like, when should you be promoting? And she likes the 80-20 rule. Or a subtle call to action, right? Like comment below with answer, comment below with your, you know, and with yes, and I'll PM you. Those are subtle call to action, right? Like this post if you agree. Click the link to get the latest blog posts. You know, those are all subtle calls to action. None of them are like buy my stuff, right? They're not. And then obviously you can set up ads, right? To sell stuff or whatever. But 80-20 rule, 80% value posts, you know, like I'm not selling anything on this webinar, and the Sunday marketing solutions will never be for selling. And now my Monday Spanish version will not either. So, but 20% of the time, go ahead and promote something. Yesterday, I did a video promoting my new company I'm in, right? So that's up to you. It's free country if you're in the U.S. So you can do whatever you want, but that's the recommendation from the Facebook video expert, right? So, all right, let's see. We got some more stuff for you. Don't go away. So recycling posts and boosting posts. So if you look at your insights, your audience will tell you what they want. You know, they might like your images. Maybe they like your videos more. So what she does is she, like every Saturday morning, she said, so you pick a day and she goes in there and looks which post is performing best. Maybe she'll boost it, but it just gives her a better idea as to like what her audience is responding to, right? So weekly review of top posts. Reuse them in 14 days. So like, let's say you have you know, she says if you got an awesome like image post, you can like recycle it and just reuse it in 14 days. And she said, boost your best performing posts. Okay, so she used to make a mistake, best performing organic post. She used to make a mistake. She would go into insights, right? And she would, like, shows you like the organic reach. In other words, the non-paid reach, right? You can't do this on your profile. You can only do this on a page. It shows you your non-paid reach. And so she was like, oh, wow, this one's not doing good. Let me boost it, trying to make it reach more people, right? And that's wrong. Facebook is like, no, we're not going to show more people because people don't want to look at that. You know, Facebook wants you to boost. You're better off boosting the ones that are already popular. Yeah, more people want to see that. Let's show it to them. You know, just think about it kind of like logically. This post is not very good, but you want me to still show it to more people. No, I'm not going to. You know, this post is great. Yes, I will show it to more people if you throw some money behind it. So, and just $5, right? You don't need to do anything more than that. So, all right, let's see. So then she gave a little bonus, you know. She was talking about how you can create content with just one post, right? So she had this thing. She had like a quote image of courage, and it had courage is blah, 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 you know, and it had great organic reach, you know. And then so she says, capitalize on what's working for you and what's hot. Create new posts around the same topic, right? So she had that awesome courage image post. So she's like, image on courage does well, right? That was just for me to know. So you can write a Facebook Live on courage. You know, you can do a Facebook Live and how you've been courageous, or how, you know, how network marketers are courageous, or whatever, you know. You could do a fill in the blank post, right? Courage means blank. You could do a blog post. Top 3 courageous business leaders daily routine hacks. That's what she was just like off the top of her head. What do you think stops people from being courageous? So question post, right? So use your imagination. I just give you top performing posts, 10, and you can like manipulate them in any way. And I mean manipulate it in a good way. A lot of people hate the word manipulate, but it's just to change things around and maneuver them in such a way that's in your own language and it can affect your audience. Your audience is not like my audience, right? 5 ways to be a courageous closer. So that's 5 things, right? A Facebook Live, a fill in the blank post, a blog post, a question post, and then like 5 ways to be a courageous leader. That was a webinar you could do, right? Let's see. And then she talked about semi-automation. Okay, so before I get into that, though, she said the most important thing with your profile or your Facebook page is consistency. First things, let me just say, you need to post every day. Okay, no matter what social media platform you're on. Once a day is good. 10 times a day is not better than once a day if you're doing 10 times a day every 4 days, right? So, consistency gives you best engagement. Post on purpose, right? And don't take a day off. So have purpose with your posts, right? You're better off posting once a day, every day, than you are like posting 10 times a day, like once a week or every 4 days or even every other day, right? So you're better off once a day, every day. I do recommend you do a little more than once a day, but if you could do once a day, every single day, that's better than taking time off and not posting at all, right? So let's see. You can schedule posts on Facebook. There's I don't know if you know, but like when you're posting, next to where it says post, there's like a little arrow, and you click on that, and you can schedule the post. All right, so that's kind of like semi-automation. You could like on Sunday, if you want to schedule all your posts, do that, right, for the next week, right? So you at least have one going out every day. Pick a day to schedule all your posts for the week. Okay. So there's a couple softwares out there you can use. Post Planner, Meet Edgar, I think is the other one. I see a lot of people use, and Hootsuite. She uses Post Planner. She went over that a little bit. I'm not going to go over that. Post Planner has training. There's, I'm sure, YouTube people who've gone over Post Planner. It's like $10 a month, but that's how she gets 10 posts out a day. She's got Post Planner, all right? And that's all I got for you, all right? So I hope you got some good nuggets out of this. If you did and you've seen this on Facebook, please share it, okay? If you're on the webinar platform, when I got the replay ready, I will send it out to you. A replay doesn't automatically go out. What I do is I edit it on Facebook if I have to, and then kind of go from there. All right, man. Peace out. This is Dr. Memo from drmemogamboa.com. And remember, my storage is almost full. Together, we can do anything. Peace, Facebook. Peace, webinar platform. But let me get rid of Facebook first. Adios, people. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. And I will see you next week. Peace out.